We're back with another installment of the world's greatest podcast.
Yes.
Rate us 5 stars, follow us, get around the drill. Put us on your story, please, and
Send
tag
it to
us.
your nan.
Thank you.
Yeah. Welcome back to the Mayfield podcast, the podcast by mates, for mates. I'm joined with Chip, Ick McGrath, and Jordan Crimea River Cox.
Oh, get
Get to unpack here. We can go into one of the names, not so much the other. I just want to start this episode with a little bit of a good little story we got from this weekend. So to my left, his name's Chip Ick McGrath because he proceeds to do the worm every time we go out.
Yeah.
But this time, the worm caught up on him. In a big fucking way. Do you care to explain your injuries?
Yeah, Coxie was nagging me on to do the worm all night, and he didn't actually get to see it. But I went down to do the worm, and I didn't catch myself one bit. I caught myself on my pinky and my forehead.
He's fucking broken his pinky,
Yeah, my pinky's
and he's got a
definitely
big
broken.
egg on his forehead.
So, like, the worm, which was my bitch for many months now, has now decided to fuck me back.
I just don't understand how I was egging you on to do it for so long. How did I miss it?
I don't know, man.
I remember when he did it, the silence was so loud this time round. Like,
Really?
yeah,
Yeah, well,
because
that's
he
such
just
a-
dropped. He didn't catch himself.
I
and
got-
he dropped and then he didn't do it. It
That's the
was just
second time in 2 weeks that I've, like, seriously, like, probably got concussed.
It wasn't the worm. It was literally a burpee.
It's just like a belly flop.
Yeah. I was so
on fucking tiles,
Dude,
too.
my pinky, like, look at that thing, cunt.
What is your
It's
egg
so
still there?
Yeah, I
good.
just an egg there, but...
Bruh.
He's been to the wars.
Last week I had an egg in the back of my head. Now I got one in the front of my head. So next week's probably going to be the fucking middle.
Maybe you're onto something about getting a brain scan.
Yeah, now I can't even bullshit about the fucking footy, eh? Now it's just from going out. So what made me, boys, this week is my partner Courtney got back on Wednesday from being in Alaska.
Oh, what a
Yeah.
week for love.
What a week for love.
Huge week for
That's
love.
been fucking awesome. And,
I'm so sorry. I'm so
yeah, huge week for
I'm
love.
so sorry, Coxie.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
We're not going into it.
And then I had another thing that made me this week, boys. Moana 2 coming out November the 27th.
Yeah, I
My
see that.
My personal
I've seen
favourite
that,
movie of all
yeah.
time.
That'll be good.
There's going to be a second one.
That is so
And then
Chip.
what broke me this week was, so Courtney got back on the Wednesday and she had a request. She wanted a zinger box with 2 pepper mayo sliders waiting for her when she got back from teaching dance. And I was like, I'm going to do it for her for sure. And I was driving there. I was like, fuck, that's a lot of food for a little girl. Like, do you reckon she'll finish this? But I didn't want her to like come home and be like, what the fuck? Maybe she was like starving, was going to knock the whole thing over. So I go to the box. We say our hellos. Haven't seen her in a long time. She starts hooking into this thing, gets halfway through the zinger burger and goes, fuck, I'm so full. I'm so full. Doesn't eat anything fucking else. So this is a backstory behind this. So I had to go through the KFC drive-through and I'm driving a new car. I got my sister's old car. So I'm in the drive-through and I go to order. I'm like, holy fuck, I got to put my window down. This window's fucked. It won't go down. So I had to scream at the back of the car where the window would go down to order. And when I got to the drive-through, I had to get out of the car and stand outside of the car to receive the zinger box, get back in my car and drive off. Twice, once to pay and then once to pick up the food.
That is so gross.
The grossest thing that's ever happened
At
to me.
that point, like, that's God telling you don't need this zinger box.
I know. And then I was like, nah, it's still for a good cause. And then she ate fucking none of it.
You did the right thing.
But also, big plus, boys, did get it for Smoko the next day.
Yeah,
But we're not going to
true.
talk about that. But
Yeah.
So that's what made and broke me. It's been a good week for me.
Nice. That's good.
Apart from
Glad.
now.
What made me this week is I trained every day during the week, and some days I actually trained twice a day.
Wow.
Yeah, Monday, Friday, getting back into it. Feels really good now. Like, I feel like the hardest thing for me was getting in the routine.
Yeah.
But now I'm back in it. My shoulder's still fucked, so it's literally just been running and then just riding a bike at the gym and doing like squats and shit.
That's better than nothing.
But yeah, it's still good.
It's
And
hard
then-
to start, eh?
Yeah, and I also ordered a new car.
Yeah.
which is good. So yeah, getting a 4B coming soon in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, so like if you want to like go up the fucking beach with him, like
Yeah.
fucking reach out because
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll take you to the fucking beach.
And what broke me, we won't go into it.
Fuck
All
it.
I can say is, shit, here we go again. Here we go again.
Poor fella.
Oh,
That's
God
it.
damn it. God. We got a broken man today, don't we, Chip?
fuck, I'm pretty broken here
But
myself.
he's
We got
all
two
right.
broken men.
He's all right.
I want to get into something, boys.
I just want to hear what made or broke Jack first.
No, you're right, mate.
Oh, I thought we were going to skip that.
I'll just go
I
fuck
thought we were going to
myself.
skip it. Oh, sweet. I'm good with
So
that.
what broke me this week is I got a zinger box. What made me is the other week the boys went in and they were chasing some deodorant and they've always harassed me about using Brute. It's like the cheapest deodorant you can get. The normal one, yeah, it's pretty rank. Like it's not a great smell one.
Yeah.
You don't want to be known as the guy who wears Brute.
I was like, boys, trust me, try the black or the white one. I said it smells good. They put it on. They're like, this is actually gun.
It was
and the
good.
shit works too. Like it's, especially when you're sweating all day, every day, it actually works.
Shout out to Brute. You've actually redeemed yourself.
Not
with
an
that
ad
black
though.
one.
Not an ad.
Definitely
Not an ad.
I did understand the stigma behind it, but I'm glad like I could sway you guys. So that's what
Yeah.
made me. And then obviously what broke me today is there's been a marathon on at the Sunshine Coast, and the traffic even to get into my own fucking house was absolutely
It's fucked.
Yeah,
ridiculous
it's shocking
today.
every time they have one. Eh?
I couldn't even get a park earlier.
Out the front of your own house.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucked. That is so fucked.
Yeah. It turns into like a little bit of a carnival here in Alexandria Headlands,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
It's kind of exciting though.
Yeah.
So although like our weeks sometimes they're like a bit shit, this poor cunt, I read your message that my mum got sent. This cunt had the worst week of all time.
Okay.
So he said, my husband did a silly thing. He often goes to a local bakery for his chicken sandwich, paying with his debit card. Last week, he did his usual routine, ordered, tapped his card, entered his PIN, picked up the sandwich and continued on with his day. Over the weekend, he noticed that the bakery had charged him $1,300, not $13. He called the bakery thinking it was a mistake. However, the owner accused him of being a scammer and refused to refund. He then disputed it with the bank. The bank said that entering his PIN meant he had authorised the charge. So now we're down $1,300 for a fucking sandwich.
That's fucked. See, that's terrible from that bakery. I'd bomb the thing if that
Yeah,
happened.
I'd egg it
You
100%.
do sort of have to be skeptical though. Like,
No, but they can see their own transactions.
Yeah, true.
Like they can go through and they'll notice that they're up $1,300.
Yeah,
I tell you
for
what,
one sandwich.
Yeah.
it would have
that's
wanted to have
terrible.
been a hell of a sandwich.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
They wouldn't have been charging for sauce on that fucking thing.
I would have been getting my money back for sure.
But you think if he's going there and ordering the same thing every day, you'd think they'd be like, oh yeah, he's a good fellow, local, always comes here. We'll give him back his money.
that's so fucked.
big weekend for the sandwich shop owners though.
Yeah,
Shout out
huge
to
weekend.
them. They
Yeah.
probably earned it.
Probably got a,
That if you run a small cafe, just add another zero.
Yeah.
Apparently, you can get away with it now. That's
That would be enough to break me for
Oh, I'd be
Eternity.
fucking
I'd be that
ages.
off it.
I'd go vandalise the place.
yeah, 100%.
Hypothetically.
No, I'm not even
If they
hypothetically.
were being dogs about it, like that is just so rough.
It's so rough, eh? Imagine copping that.
Fuck that. That is.
And then I guess in other news, like the Olympic campaign from
where do we
Australia.
I don't.
What's going on with
Where do we
us?
start?
Wait, can we just quickly shout out third overall this
Yeah,
Olympics though?
that's what I was going to say. Shout out to the Aussies. You're absolutely killing it in the Olympics. But
we
what
broke the all-time gold world record. Oh,
Yeah,
well,
for
for
us.
us.
us,
us.
yeah. But let's touch on this breakdancing thing. How fucked up was
What the
this? Because
fuck?
it was the first year, isn't it, for
Yeah,
breakdancing
first
in the
year.
Olympics?
The fuck it,
And
like
we're
it-
pulling
like it
out
should
this
be in
shit. Are you fucking
Wait, but
kidding?
you know what's like proper clinical about this is like this chick has gone and done this for like so whatever, however long she was like went for, let's say a few minutes, but she's got a free flight to Europe and free
Accommodation.
accommodation, and then
Paris.
can travel around Paris.
Yeah.
So who's really losing there?
Oh no, she's obviously the winner. Like she's absolutely swindled.
Ray Gun.
She had swindled her way in with the name Ray Gun as well to dish out that shit. Is it? Does she know that it was bad? Like that's
Is
what I
she
want.
taking the piss though? That's what I'm thinking of.
I feel she's doing like the kangaroo and
She's
shit
like doing the
in there.
inchworm on the ground, you know, like sliding along it.
Doing the chicken dance on the ground as well, like
if you
Homer
go to her
Simpson.
Instagram bio, it says like Olympian breakdancer and shit. So I don't think she is taking the piss.
Well,
I actually feel bad though for the other breakdancers that would have won
Yeah.
because you don't even know. I haven't even seen a good dance video.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
and
the thing.
there would have been some for sure.
all like the sports centers are using that as their main advertisement
Yeah.
for breakdancing, and it's just an Australian lady.
taking the piss.
If I was looking at her, I think she's crushing it. But
But I've seen breakdancers like heaps of times in Australia
Doing the coffee grinder.
that are way better than that shit though. Like I can't believe that she made her way into the Olympics.
That's just clinical of Australia, man.
It looked like something off Summer Heights High.
100%.
Yeah.
Chris, was it? Oi,
Chris Lake.
Was it Chris Lilly?
Chris Lilly.
It could have been Chris Lilly in a wig.
Very well could have been.
Was it Chris Lilly in a wig?
Imagine if that came
if you
out.
had told me that, I would have believed it.
Maybe it was
Imagine that came
Jonah
out.
from Tonga. He was in the boys.
Oh my god!
Oh,
I
and
can't
then-
believe it, eh?
Along the same lines, like our Olympic team at the moment, going good. But what about the old hockey player? They got caught up in the wrong side. Of
Didn't he try? He got caught.
He
trying to buy a bag.
Trying to buy a bag off an underage dealer. Now, I just want to come out there how obviously the spotlight's on him because he's an athlete. What about this underage dealer? Obviously, there's no right age to be dealing drugs, so because you shouldn't be doing it.
No.
But if you're 16 years old, selling rack on the streets, and then you get caught, but it's this bloke that gets fucked
They just
up.
get a slap on the wrist though because they're not of age.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, we're not justifying, obviously, don't condone drugs, but I mean, he's probably
He's not
brought
entrepreneur.
glory for the nation and he just wants to have a rip.
But-
Not the right thing to do, but
Had he already competed? Because my thought is
Yeah.
like, if
you'd
he-
hope so.
Yeah,
He
because
had
otherwise
already-
he was just going to fuck
he-
himself for a drug
he had-
test.
he
as
had
well.
already competed, yeah.
Okay,
He'd already been done.
and he just wants to party in Paris.
Yeah.
Oh, give him a break.
Let him off.
Give him
We're
a
going to
break.
start what do they call it? A petition
Yeah.
to sign him off, get him out of there.
GoFundMe.
What's
Friend
the
of
go
ours.
there? Does he go to a Paris court?
No,
or-
so what I was talking to someone at work about is in Paris, there's so many like crimes like that they all get caught for. Like there's heaps of drugs, obviously drug use over there. So now like drug possession, unless you're like a dealer and carrying shitloads on you, drug possession is just an on the spot fine. Like I think he went under for a night, obviously because of the whole circumstance that he was an athlete and all that sort of shit. So they probably
Yeah.
like, made an example out of him. But I'm pretty sure over there now, just if you get caught with something, it's just a spot on the spot fine, like a
See,
slap on the
that's-
wrist.
That's rough because he's like from his point of view as well. He's like sort of embarrassed the nation and his family and everyone like that. Like you got to feel bad for him.
Well, he's showing Australia's true colours, to be honest with you.
Like he is. He definitely is.
That's
I
as
just feel
Aussie as
bad.
it comes.
A little bit of a contrast to that. Did you see the pole vaulter who I think he was going for the world record and he knocked the bar
it was
over
cold.
because his schlong hit it? He's
Yeah.
been offered $250,000 from an adult film company to make a porno.
Yeah,
So we've got cunts getting done for rack and then cunts where their schlong's that big that they knock over the bar.
It was $200,000 and I just had to turn it down because the publicity already for me having a massive schlong is just like I can't handle anything more.
Would you be? would you almost curse your schlong, or would you still be happy you've got
No,
one?
you'd walk into
one of that size.
You'd walk into the Olympic Village, walking around like Conor McGregor, about to make these fucking cardboard beds your bitch. Like that's what they'd be doing.
God, there'd actually be some rumours going around the Olympic Village about that bed. Eh?
Rumors.
Holy
it's
damn.
on live television.
it's
there
facts.
ain't nothing rumorous about this.
It's like when Matt Shervington, remember the famous sprinter? He got there's like footage of him running. I think he was a 200-meter sprinter, and he's running. And obviously they wear those micro
yes.
shorts.
Yeah.
and his schlong is almost tucked up to his waistband.
Yeah.
some would argue stopping his aerodynamicness.
Yeah.
and
What?
like you'd be a legend. You'd be a myth almost in
You'd
that
almost,
villa.
you'd
You'd be
almost
well
just
known.
start shoving cucumbers down there just to get the publicity, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
If you're that desperate.
Yeah.
No wonder.
My brain's going.
Dude, no wonder like he's jumping so high off a pole vault. Like the amount of testosterone that cunt must have going through him.
Yeah.
No, he's doing
Because that was a hog that wouldn't quit on you. I've seen the pictures. I've seen the video.
Yeah. Good on him. There's a lot of good stuff coming out of that village lately.
I like the Olympics. It's doing well for us, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which
Good on him.
it's quite literally showing Australia's true colours.
Yeah.
Anyone else got much to speak about? We got a little bit of a big episode coming up.
Yeah.
We've got
hotlines. We've got a hotline episode. It's few call-ins. I think Dragon's got a pretty good story that he'll tell us
Yeah.
about. Stay tuned for it. But yeah, there's a lot of the voicemails are all gone just because of our own errors with this fucking phone thing that's stuffing up. But enjoy.
I've previewed some of them, and some of them are fucking
Yeah.
gold.
They're
They
pretty
are
good.
good stories, so stay tuned for that. Real rogue shit.
All right, you scallywags. We're back with a hotline episode. Long time in between stints.
Huge time, a lifetime really.
A lifetime. A few lifetimes.
But the good
couple.
thing is about like the more you hear it, like, the more, like, you'd be like, oh, this again. That's why I leave a bit of a break, because now it's like a new thing for people to hear.
Exactly.
And the thing with us at Mayfield is we took our time releasing our next one because we wanted to make sure that the stories were fruitful.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't because we had phone issues or anything like that.
Nah, no technical issues.
My mum's old iPhone 5 has been playing up something shocking.
All right, let's get into it. Do you have one?
All right, our first one, boys.
Boys, I have got the biggest fuck up of our generation. You've just got to stick with me on this one. So I'm 20 and from New South Wales, real estate agent. And the social media team in the office were testing links that people could click. Who gives a fuck what it is anyway? I told them I'll test it. So I've got 6 girls, just a bit older than me, like a pretty young office, sitting around me, looking at my phone. They email me the link. I click on it, and it takes me to Safari, but I'm on private browsing. And I get a bit flustered. I swipe up. It takes you to the screen on Safari where you can see all of the pages that you're on. And no word of a lie, Pornhub. And you know the ads that you get when you tap Pornhub that leaves behind something sparks, like chat to local MILFs or whatever. And me and these 6 girls were staring at my phone. I locked it, and they were like, just looking at me. No one said anything. And for the rest of the day, I was so fucked. Like, I was that rattled. Just fucked. Like, I had, just to give some context why I've left that open on my phone, I had one of them, I don't want to get too deep into it, like, you have one of those ranks and you're just fucking disgusted with yourself when you off your phone and you look at yourself in the mirror. And I forgot that I had it open, and it was just the biggest fuck up. I'm scared to go to work tomorrow. I feel like I really fucked it. Can you give me some advice, or can you tell me when you guys have done something like this? Because I'm just feeling like such a fucking retard. So just very much have a good one. Fuck you, Chip.
Fuck you.
That is fucked. That is so rattling.
Could you imagine the head noise? Like, first things first, you never let your Pornhub page marinate post-weight. Like,
I get caught out of this one heaps, eh? No, like, genuinely, like, the other day at pre-start, you got to sign at the side every morning. So, like, all the boys sitting around you, and, like, a lot of times, the last page is Pornhub from the night before, and it opens up then. And then the other day at the supermarket, did the same thing. Like, I went on Safari to Google, like, where it was. You know, in Woolies, you can Google, like, what aisle it's in and shit. Bang, Pornhub's open again. Like, it's fucked.
That's terrible. I don't even know how to get you out of this situation. The best thing to do would just be to own it.
Yeah, own it.
Just
come out and be like, it's a natural thing.
And if they ask more questions in depth, you just got to tell them they're just ads.
Yeah.
Just say they're ads. Or say there's something wrong with the link.
And then just say, I'm not willing to discuss this in the workplace.
But surely, like, hypothetically, if you were to go on Pornhub, right, you always close the ad. It's the first thing you do.
If you're looking up anything sketchy online, you
clear
close
history
it.
as well.
Clear it straight away.
Because if you're leaving that thing open, I thought it was always like a scam account sort of thing, scam websites. If you're leaving that open, they've got access to your phone.
Surely
Is that just me being paranoid?
No,
I'd agree.
You reckon?
The ads are the worst. I reckon the ads is what makes this even worse, because some of the shit on those ads are different.
Yeah,
like,
some of the ads.
Do you remember the fucking monster ads and shit? Like, it's almost animated porn. It
is, but it's fuck. You can't even discuss. It's like the most foul shit ever. These ads, like the local MILF's, like the least of your worries. Some of these ads, like, you look at it and go, who the fuck is sick enough to come up with that for a design?
It's like some granny with tentacle porn. Like,
yeah, literally, it's fucking foul, man.
It's terrible.
It is the grossest thing ever. Nah, he's got to own that one, eh? Like, that's all you could do because you're already fucked.
Just rock it. Just rock it.
I wonder if we should try calling back and see how, because this voicemail has been like, he sent this ages ago. Call him back and ask how you went about it, because we're a bit late to the party. Should we try that, or
give it a go?
Give it a crack. It is a Sunday, so it's pretty unlikely he's going to answer, I'd say.
Who's speaking?
Oh, hey, you sick cunt.
How are you, mate? It's Jackson, Coxie and Chip from the Mayfield podcast.
Right.
Oi, that sounds like a guilty man right there.
Sounds like a man that didn't go too good the next week at work.
Mate, we've just listened to the voicemail. We want to know what happened after. Is everything at work all sweet, or is it a little bit awkward now?
Are you still employed?
I tell you what, it's a bit icy.
Fuck it.
It's a bit icy.
Did you ever like clear it up or?
Yeah. I did. I cleared my name. But yeah, going into work the next day, got a few stares.
What was
I'll be honest.
What was your explanation for it? Because obviously you were having your way with yourself before you came into work, and like, did you try justify it or did you just own it?
Nah, I pretty much just tried to gaslight him. Yeah.
Oh,
So I
that's
lost my
class.
phone and I just sort of sat on my phone. Yeah.
Oh, the fucking guy.
That's
You
crazy.
know, they can have their opinions, but I convinced myself that it wasn't even there. I talked myself into it that much.
All right,
In the past, man.
now we want to know, what were you watching?
Oh, please, I don't think we'll get into that. You know, every man's got his
Nah, you're right.
niche.
Good man, brother.
Oh, what a
Hopefully
fucking
hold on to your job for a couple more months until it happens again.
Unreal, boys. I got a bit of savings, so if it happens again, I reckon I'll just walk off into the bush. Never come back.
Fair enough.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it.
Thanks,
Cheers
mate.
for the call.
Too easy. Love the podcast.
We'll beep out your full name too, so you're not really incriminating
Oh, yeah.
yourself, you know. So don't get head noise about that
Yeah,
next.
right. Play on. Get the boys to listen to this, and then I'll be on.
Cheers, brother.
Switch to the shorts to that as well. They don't know.
Appreciate it, man.
Thanks, bro. Fuck you too.
Wow.
That was
Oh,
good.
what a guy.
Yeah.
What a man. What a
You
man.
can tell it's still hurting him though, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, it would, but that'd be like, because it's something like, if you were go for like work drinks or something, that'd be like what's get brought up.
Be the
for
topic
sure.
of conversation, definitely.
Especially when it's all females at your workplace as well.
What a
Should have
gu-
asked him if he had a missus or something.
Yeah.
What a guy, but just gaslit him.
He's definitely our listeners.
All right, we got another one from one of our veteran, our OG listeners. You'll know him straight away by the voice.
Is this the Ogle?
I believe this one is him.
Boys, where the fuck is the merch?
Ah,
I need
wrong
the
one.
merch. We need the merch. Let it be known. We need fucking merch.
Fuck, I know.
It's
I know.
coming.
It is so hard juggling everything in our lives with all this stuff, but we've got it all.
We've got the
Yeah,
t-shirts.
we've got everything.
If you guys live near us, like, feel free to come around and pick up a shirt at this point. But like,
we'll do it for sure.
we're having problems with like all our business.
Yeah,
shit.
and we're not the smartest of three people, so
not at all. Not at all.
Not very business minded.
Something to do with Chip's criminal history is why we can't sell
Yeah,
shit.
that's not true at all. But whatever.
Fellas, it's fucking Kyogle here.
Kai.
Anyway, just wanted to ring in regarding the last episode when you were discussing if things are worth it or not. And one of the questions was, is a condom worth it or not? And it reminded me fucking the other day, I was in line at a grocery store and there was a young fella just in front of me with a packet of condoms in his hand getting ready to fucking buy them and whatnot. And I said to him, "Well, mate, how much are they?" He said, $8 for a 10-pack. I said, yeah, right. You know how much they were fucking when I was your age? He goes, how much? I go, I don't know. I've never fucking used one. See, that's just me, though. It's my opinion. I reckon just run the gauntlet. You know, if you catch something that you've got forever, just remember how good the fucking time was.
You know my favourite thing about that? I love how the previous caller we said we're gonna bleep his last name.
Yeah.
Kai just makes sure his
Yeah.
his family name is involved. Oh, we got our first live call, guys.
Here we go. Hello.
Are you still doing the hotline episode?
Yeah, fucking hell.
Yeah, you're on it.
Straight to business.
I wanted to say, keep speaking facts, but wiping your ass from the back to the front.
Yeah,
Oh,
fucking hell.
Wow.
Fucking clinical. Good on you, mate. What a guy.
So tell us the theory behind this, because we've got Chip to our left. He doesn't really understand logic. Hopefully you can explain wiping from your ass to your balls is a good idea.
I don't think it works.
Yeah, well, that's pretty true though. Like, and if it works, it fucking works. Now, have you ever got poo in your balls once?
Nah, never.
Yeah, it's a myth, mate.
Why do you wipe ass to
maybe
balls?
the dingleberries, but
Oh, okay.
It's pretty easy to get rid of the dingleberries though when you do it that way.
You sound like you're stuck in your ways. Like that. Sure, were you taught that way originally as a child, or was this something you developed? Like you thought it was more efficient, or?
Well, I don't actually know. I'm not gonna lie. When I first listened to the episode of you boys talking about it, I was all for wiping from balls back, and then I thought about it and I was like, wait a second, I do it the other way.
True. Okay, so you didn't even realise you were doing it wrong the whole time.
No, I'm doing it right. You're doing it wrong.
Yeah, good call. Fucking good call.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate the call.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers, boys.
See you, brother.
Wow. See, the commonality with people who wipe their ass that way is they can't seem to justify it. It's just like, I'll just do it sort of thing.
I think it's just what I was taught, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Well, Mum swears she didn't tell me, but like, where else would I have picked up from it? Because I can't remember a time where I didn't wipe a different way.
You probably had a really cool mate in kindy that was doing it.
Yeah, Montessori. Yeah, probably.
Should we circle back to Kyogle?
Yes. First off, we actually had a night out with Kyogle and Burley Heads.
Oh, yeah, well, that's right.
Oh, you weren't there, were you?
No.
Yeah,
we met him in the flesh at the Burley Hotel, which was good. Good to have a beer with him. And he's just like how he is in person.
Yeah, he's a solid bloke.
He ended up coming into Surfers Paradise with us as well.
Really?
Straight after.
Yeah.
And we lost him.
I remember a little story. We probably only had like 3,000 followers on Instagram, and Kai just sent us a video of him shirtless, pole dancing on the street we all live at, and we were like, this guy, he knows what it's about.
Hypothetically, live in that street as well.
Yeah.
I
just doxed myself.
We've been done here now. No, he's a proper top bloke, that far.
Yeah.
Hey boys, it's Holly. Just watched the new vlog. I wanted to say that watching Chip run that half marathon was my Monday motivation. Not to run, because fuck running, and Chip just proved that running is for the ugly too, not just for good looking. But it is what I need
What
to
a
get in
fuckhead.
check and get stuff done today. So thanks, boys.
Oh my! She sounds like a shit chick.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
Fucking loser.
I swear,
dude. You run 21 k's and nothing good comes from it. Nothing fucking good. Not one good thing.
We've done 3 voicemails. Chip's already copped 2 drive-bys.
Yeah, it's
awesome. You're kidding me.
Control,
I love it.
You got to be out of control. Should we hit the next one?
Yeah.
How's that though, mate? Inspiration for others.
Yeah, that's like where my inspiration ended for a bit there. I got that done and then didn't fucking change anything.
Just listening to the last body about old people fucking. I got a good one for you. My grandparents, probably about 70 years old, I think at the time. They were enjoying themselves, having a good old time, and my granddad actually came. After he came, he passed away. So, it's pretty funny now, you know what I mean? Why do something he loves? So, it's pretty funny. We give our nan shit all the time. Thanks, he's got the pussy of Boone. Anyway, fellas, have a good one.
Oh my fucking God.
I mean, he went out doing what he loves.
Did you hear the end part? The pussy of doom. Are you serious?
He went out doing what he loves, man. You got to respect it.
Imagine. Condolences for your grandfather as well.
Yeah.
But imagine busting a nut so powerful that you cark it after. Oh my God, that must have been a hell of a time.
Literally a nut.
Jesus.
Literally a nut that stopped time.
A nut for the ages.
Well, I'm happy you can sort of reflect on it and
laugh about it.
Yeah, it must have been a while ago because that's not something you could laugh over straight away, eh?
He's obviously bridged the gap of the trauma.
Yeah.
Good on you, mate.
I'll tell you what, old Gramps went out the way he loved. So
Yeah,
that's the biggest.
Dude, take me like that.
So I have 2 stories in one. Hopefully I can finish it in 2 minutes. But so I'm just replying to, first of all, your last week's podcast where you mentioned if old people still get it on in the residential homes. I'm a nurse and I worked in aged care for 6 months or something. They definitely do have the tendency to want to fuck each other, but doesn't actually happen because their rooms are always open, like the bedroom doors. And yeah, as you said, they're a bit too fucking physically unwell to even get on top of each other. But also speaking of that, I'm a nurse obviously and I work in a hospital as well, and we've definitely had some times when patients have been confused and like ended up kissing each other thinking they're husband and wife. That's definitely happened, but I personally haven't experienced seeing anyone getting down, like any old blokes or whatever. But
What a fucking shame.
my second story
Because they
is
die after the nut.
about a girl mentioned how she heard her parents having sex. Well, personally, I think it's worse when you hear your 16-year-old brother who's just got a girlfriend. So we both have our bedrooms right next to each other at the end of the hallway. Mine's on the left, his is on the right, and my room connects to the bathroom. So I have like a ensuite. And yeah, one night I'm just sitting in my room watching TikTok, and all I hear is just like basically fucking slapping in the shower. And I was like, what the fuck is that? And like I was confused. So I like walk up to the door, and I'm like the ensuite door, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then I realized I can hear moaning. I'm like, oh my fucking God. So I run back and sit on my bed. I'm like a little kid, like freaking out like I'd done something wrong. I was like running around my room. I like tried to turn my phone really loud. I fucking put my headphones in and I could still fucking hear it, cunt. And I didn't know what to do. So I just sat there for a minute, and all I did was just stopped and then screamed his name at the top of my lungs. Not going to say his name, obviously, but yeah, I screamed his name at the top of my lungs, and all you heard was just the slapping just stop. And then I heard giggling, and then they left the bathroom. And then the next morning, his girlfriend brought me in a bag of earplugs.
Oh!
So yeah, that was it.
Are you
She literally brought me a bag of earplugs. So I was like, oh, don't want to tone it down, just want me to put earplugs in. But anyway, love the podcast, rated it 5 stars ages ago. I listen to it every chance I have on the way to work. So keep doing what you're doing. Cheers.
That is clinical.
Wow.
That's clinical. The balls you have on you to like, because it was her brother, eh?
Yeah.
So the chick that's in your house as a guest has enough balls to go, oh, no, we're not going to be quiet. No, sorry. Here's some earplugs. Hide under your bed.
That is cool.
That's fucking wild.
That is huge from her.
How fucking bold from the brother, though. Like, shower. You're in the shower. Obviously, the acoustics are next level in there.
Yeah.
It's connected to a bedroom.
There's absolutely no care in the world for the brother or the
I
girlfriend.
think he's like 16 and you're horny. Like, it's a different sort of horny. You don't really give a fuck, eh?
That's crazy. I can't believe the earplugs.
The earplugs is bold. That's a bold.
I thought she was going to say, oh, she brought in like a bunch of flowers.
I was expecting like
some chocolates
in bed, some shit like that.
But no.
Earplugs.
So after yelling his name, she copped giggles and then received earplugs.
Yeah, the giggles was funny as well because they're just laughing at
the earplugs was like a full stop.
That's cooked.
That's out of control. Imagine that.
And she's debunked the retirement housing
theory.
Yeah.
Don't believe it.
I don't believe it as well.
Don't believe it.
I'd like to think that they're still sneaky as. So like whether you think like so the doors are open, they're not doing it there. Like I say when they go out for walks, they're probably sneaking off.
Yeah. It's pretty sad that sometimes they kiss other people thinking it's their partner.
Yeah, that.
I don't ever want to be that old.
Yeah, just shoot me in for them.
Yeah, I'd just rather...
You'll be that old. You just won't have to worry about that.
Oh, man. Oh, sorry, man.
It's not going to get better.
Oh, sweet.
Another one?
Yep.
All right, so you'll notice today that Dragon is not with us, but he had a very good story to share. So we're going to give him a buzz.
So he reckons.
He's trustworthy.
We'll see.
The suspense is killing me.
Hello.
Dragon.
Boys, how are we?
Good, how are you, brah?
Very well, thank you.
Tell
What's
us.
happening?
Tell us what
We're
you've
missing
done.
you. We're missing you lots. That's what's happening.
What's that?
We're missing you heaps, mate.
I miss you too, man. Life sucks without you, Chip.
Now get into the story of yours.
Yeah, so pretty well last night I've come to Brisbane to come see a few of my mates. They're just having a few lads over at their house. Anyway, we're having beers, whatever, at their joint, and then a few of them decided to go out. I didn't want to, so I just stayed back. But anyway, I was sharing a room with my mate, and across from his room is his roommate's room. Anyways, we're asleep, and a few of the other crew went out, and I wake up in the middle of the night, and I hear someone going, like a whisper going, "Are we going to the safari? When are we going on the safari?" And I like turn over and I look, and it's pitch black, by the way, doors shut, and I just see a silhouette of a girl, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I was like, Saxon, there's the fucking girl in your room, like freaking out, like, because we just watched a horror movie as well, so I was like fucking freaking out. And then I grab my phone, turn the flash, and there is a chick, butt fucking naked, like I swear to God, butt naked, right over the top of me, just going, "Are we going to the safari? When are we going to the safari?" And I was like, "Who the fuck are you? And why are you in the room, butt naked, telling me we're about to go on a safari?" So I quickly jump up and put my blanket around her and stuff, so she's not just there butt naked. And I was like, "Are you okay? Like, who are you here with?" And she was like, "Oh, I work for a company, and I go around the houses. I get paid every 3 hours to go and check in your boys' houses and make sure everyone's okay and everything." And I was like, "What? Where do you live?" And she's like, I'm homeless. And I was like, "What? You're home?" I was like, and then I bust into my mate's room, who's like next door, and I was like, "Cunt, did you bring a chick home? Because there's a girl butt naked in the room telling us she wants to go on a safari." And yeah, he was like, "No, I have no idea, man." And yeah, and then he was just equally as fucked. But it turns out he brought her back home, and they were just both fucked up. But she was just so fucked up. She, once they had finished, oh crap, cut out the name, beep out the name, but he completely forgot that she was even there, and she was just so fucked up. She came into our room, and I had to get her, call her mum and shit, and get her an Uber home and all this stuff. Yeah, it was fucked, and she doesn't remember anything, and that was that.
Holy fucking hell.
So I'm scarred, literally vag, straight in my face when I turned the flash on. It was a dream come true.
That's fucked.
Yeah. That was pretty.
Are you dragging?
Yo.
Are we going to safari?
What was that?
You would have been wigging out something shocking after watching a horror movie too.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
I know. I was because it was like a whisper, like a girl's whisper, and I was like, "There are no girls here. What the fuck is going on?"
Annabelle.
And Panadol.
Annabelle, the fucking horror doll.
Yeah, I thought that's what I was thinking, because we watched this new one on Netflix, and it was something about a pool. But anyway, I was just freaking the fuck out, and I'm low key scarred from it. Every time I tried to have a nap before, and I fucking wake, I keep seeing the vision of me turning my flash on, and she was just there looking at me butt naked. It kind of fucked me up a little bit.
That's fucked.
And then you let out a sigh of relief when you put the flash on. You're like, "Oh, that's all good."
Yeah, dude. I was waiting to turn the flash on and no one was going to be there. That's what I was thinking. It was going to be scary, but yeah, it was worse.
Yeah, that's fucked.
We miss you, Dragon.
Yeah, I miss you too, boys. I'll be back on the coast soon, okay?
All right. Thanks for that. Love you, mate.
Love you. Bye.
Bro.
Oh, that's fucked. That is fucked. Dude, you couldn't even make that shit up, hey?
Could you imagine being the mother getting a call?
I know, that's what I was thinking. Imagine
how she feels this morning, bro.
Imagine the mum.
She went to the zoo.
Imagine explaining to the mum that she's walking around a house full of blokes naked.
Yeah.
That is not a good thing.
Dragon's probably the first person on earth that you want in that scenario.
100%.
Always doing the right thing.
Yeah. And also he's not into chicks, so it just No, I'm kidding.
You can't start that.
Yeah,
you can't start that.
Let's get that rumour going.
Oh, Dragon.
Let us know if you enjoy this Hotline episode. Thank you.
Okay, let's end it. Let's end it all.
Well,
Someone slammed my face in the freezer door
well.
and licked me like a popsicle because I'm horny as fuck.
Yuck.
All right. We're coming to an end of another great fucking listen. We got to stop doing this shit on a Sunday, man. Seriously.
Yeah, if anyone's got any head noise tips, please reach out. God damn it.
And no, pants fears don't fucking help.
Yeah, no. And guys, please reach out for any ideas of what you just want to hear on the potty, anything like that. Let us know. We're podcast by mates, for mates. Let's get around each other. Let's
And we're
help
like
each other
sponges. Soak everything in.
100%.
Angie. Who's got the other fire? Coxie has.
Oh, LFI is drum roll, please, Chip.
Boom, 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 boom.
How are you going to win if you're scared to take the risk? People, if there's something in life at the moment that you're scared to do or you're scared to take that risk, how are you going to win if you don't do it?
Yeah, like go out and start a podcast.
Give it a go. Not that. Don't give a podcast a go, but give something a go. You never know. It might pay off.
Yeah.
If it doesn't,
might not.
If it doesn't pay off, at least you know you gave it a crack.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You don't want to live on wondering what if.
Well said, Chip.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And
Jacko, you got a little
song of the week.
Jacko's got a little fact
I
for
do
us.
have a little fact. I don't know why I didn't throw it in the intro. I suppose it's representative of our states today. But did you know in the freestyle, it is quite literally a freestyle race. If you wanted to, you could do backstroke in the freestyle race. It's any technique you'd like.
Really? And they've just found that's the fastest.
Yeah, that's the most efficient
Wow.
way to swim. So, like,
Holy hell.
if you went in there and you did breaststroke, play on. Any other form of swimming,
See, breaststroke is my absolute go-to. I'm good at that.
doggy paddle was yours for sure.
I did used to be.
We're not talking about those breaststrokes either, Coxie. Fuck me, dude.
Yeah, you know, one time in school, I won the
Doggy paddle?
the butterfly.
Really?
I won butterfly in school. If there was a video of it, I swear to God, I would not have been doing butterfly.
Well, that's because
properly, but I won.
you got kept down 4 years. So
Yeah, I
you
won
did
almost
have
with my
a
name.
natural advantage.
I was a fucking age champion in my school.
Oh my god!
Oh, what a
You got-
loser!
Pretty much grew up in the pool.
How's this guy living in his old glory days?
Yeah,
what
legit.
a fucking fraud.
Song of the week this week is "Make Me" Frank Rosato's remix of it.
Frank Ocean, he's a pretty good artist.
I like Frank Ocean. Oh, Frank Sinatra.
All right, you have a good week.
Thank you for listening.
We'll see you next week.
Thanks. Bye.